Show Winkley with Climate Central joining me now to discuss birds and the changing climate and how this is affecting them. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, no problem. This is one of those things as a millennial that I finally have caught up to the point where they're like, when you start looking out the window and being like, oh, is that a cardinal? Like, I've hit that point in my life. So it's an interesting topic to think about.
Well, meteorologist Kristen Curry will have a lot to say about cardinals against her windows, I'll tell you that. But first, I got to ask you, what is causing birds to change their migratory patterns?
Yeah, so things that we know, when we talk about climate change, it kind of just throws everything out of sync. We know that as humans, we know that our allergies, we start feeling those a little sooner. So birds take their same cues. We look at daylight saving time to know when we should start switching our clocks. The birds are looking for those, cues around them in nature. They're looking at when where you're seeing the first leaves, when are the temperatures starting to warm, when are the days starting to get a little sunnier. And so as we warm the climate and winters become shorter and those warmer springtime temperatures arrive earlier, birds are not exactly quite as certain when they should start migrating once again.
So, does this all affect their food patterns as well? And what would that do to some of the bird populations out there?
Yeah, there's a couple different pieces to that. What I think is interesting is that one, yeah, so if birds, let's say that they're where they are, maybe the signals aren't there for them to start migrating yet. But we've experienced a really warm winter, maybe here in Texas, in the Austin area. So our bugs and the food sources for birds are already starting to emerge. What that might do is it might throw off their timing of when the best food availability is. And so how that impacts population is more so on the spring chicken kind of thing, the newer birds. So when they're laying eggs, and then is there going to be enough food for those smaller baby birds to go around? And so that can really put a hinder on that population. Essentially, if you're arriving too late and you're missing that window, then that's what throws it off. The other side of that too is that we know that birds spread nectar and pollen and seeds. And so when you're looking at the long term, they're part of that whole circle of life, that ecosystem. And so if they're not able to do that quite in line like they normally do, then that means less of it for the future for us to look at, but for them to sustain themselves from.
So not only have we seen this shift for the birds, but for their food as well. Now, because we've seen this shift in birds' habitats and stuff like that, is this all being changed because of that global temperature as far as, their habitats overall?
It is, we know that, there's over 650 North American bird species, and about half of those are migratory. And so there's been a couple studies that have looked at just as a whole. And so about two-thirds of our migrating birds, so about 64%, that study said that if by the end of the century we warm 3 degrees Celsius, so that's about 5.5 degrees Fahrenheit above the pre-industrial average, we know that that's going to significantly impact and make these birds more vulnerable. It's going to impact their habitats. And that may seem far off, but if we stick to the current policies we have in place right now to try to keep that warming to just 2.8 degrees Celsius, that's the current policies we have in place now. So we have to nail every one of those to come pretty close to the threshold where we know that these habitats are going to be impacted. And we know that that could slip and that could shift. And so that's what's really important. It's especially important for northern areas of the United States.
There's a lot to think about. Will Shel Winkley with Climate Central. I really appreciate your time today.
Yeah, and hopefully we can keep looking out and be like, is that a woodpecker? Hopefully, we can continue to do that together as a society.
Thanks.